Start recording.
Oh my god, are we gonna podcast again?
Yeah. Yeah, we're going to podcast again. What are you talking about? Let's see. Oh, whoops. There we go. I need to share my screen. Ooh, don't want to go there. Want to go here. All right.
I started to say, holy hell, that was like 3 dimensions of retardedness.
Yeah, that's what happens whenever I record screens, you see. All right. This podcast, this YouTube video is not for kids because, the smoking.
Oh, okay. Maybe I should put that out.
No, it's all right. It's fine. I don't care. So let me start with this. This right here. Do you see the big white line?
Yep.
That is my noise floor. That's what happens whenever I put my reference microphone in the middle of my room, and then just like when I'm quiet. This is the sound of my refrigerator and all that stuff, just kind of averaged. This is what I live next to the railroad tracks, so this stuff down here. Do you see this little number way up here? A little white number?
Yeah. Yeah.
So that's the frequencies. So it can record down to 12 hertz, right? We can't hear that. We can't hear 16, but we can hear 20, And this,
yeah, I mean, and we can certainly hear 300 when you're at a Rush concert.
well, you can hear 20 hertz, and you can hear 300. It's right here, 315, and then 20. I mean, you really feel 20 more than you hear it, But as it goes up in frequency, then way up here, 20 kilohertz.
Well,
So,
it's a subsonic frequency, and people forget that with subs you don't actually hear them; you actually feel them.
yeah. So
So
this is that's my noise floor. So then I put perfectly flat pink noise in here, and through my system, which is Gentle X and stuff. Here, let me see. I'll show it if I can. Well, I thought I could. Let's see if I go to.
I think you can. I'm seeing your screen.
What is this?
I'm seeing you scrub through.
Stop sharing. Okay, there we go. And then I don't see myself no more. Oh, there we go.
Well, I see myself, but I don't see
There
you.
we
Okay.
go. All right.
There we go.
I wonder what happens if I wanted to see myself bigger. What's this? Oh, that goes full screen. Cool. Still, I'm tiny though. How do I
Dude,
make
no offense, but why would you want to see yourself? I don't want to see myself ever.
Yeah.
Ever.
So anyway, I've got. Can you see that little microphone?
Yep.
Yep. Got that microphone, and it's plugged into. I have these. Can you see that? That's a little surround sound system, and then
Yes, I can see that.
kind of, if you can look up my bookshelf speakers are Gentle X 1032s with a Mackie sub. And so all my stuff's power, time aligned, and so whenever I put my stuff through my system, it looks like this, right? I got a lot of low end. My room probably resonates at 100 hertz, so right, like this stuff right here. And then, I mean, you can hear, I got a bump right here at like 25, and it starts to drop off at 20 hertz, right? So, okay. So, what I did is I took this little system right here. See these guys? ProCinema6D. These guys, they sell this for like, how much? Yeah, that much. That many dollars.
Oh my god, $700.
Yeah. But this little system, I checked it to see how good it was against my awesome speakers. So, their left speaker looks like that. See, there's no low end from about 200 hertz down. It kind of So don't expect the low end. That's okay. They have a subwoofer, right?
I started to say, what happens when you get into the sub? Show me
Well,
the curve on the sub.
I'll show you. The right speaker looks kind of like that, and the center speaker looks kind of like that, and the left surround and the right surround. And so that it's not all ugly and everything, I averaged them all together. They kind of look like that, right? So they actually have some pretty good high end, right? And a bump
Okay.
in the mid range, which kind of makes sense because that's where people talk. And of course, they all fall off here. But whenever you throw on their subwoofer, you get that. You get a nice,
Oh,
yeah, big old bump right there in the
damn.
80 hertz, right? But notice how right at 50 hertz, you got nothing down here, right? Um, so you kind of get what you pay for. Where I mean, it's a little unfair because their poor little $600, all six of these speakers for oh, I'm sorry, $700. My Mackie sub alone was $1,000. So
Dude, I have two subs in the house. I have one Sony and I think one Samsung.
yeah.
And they will blow you out of the room. Um, so, I mean, I have to control this stuff, you know?
Well, and when really I should come over and I should. I wish I could set this system up so that I could have used the transfer mode that I was showing you yesterday, but all I could get was just these spectrums, which is not bad. This isn't the end of the world. But I
Well,
need to
dude,
come.
I tell you, if you set your shit up here, it would be like this guy's retarded, you know? Like he's not the smartest person in the world.
No, I mean you never know until you get there, and the thing is, in order to change it, we can move your subs around the room. That helps a lot. But we'd be able to like measure it. And so, do you have two subs in your system right now?
I have two subs, but I'm only using one right now.
Okay. Actually, it's whenever you're doing this kind of stuff like surround, it's actually a good idea to use more than one sub. Two is good, three is better, four is better. And the thing is, if you really want it to be a nice even um, frequency response down here, and not have like this big ugly thing, then you can, if you put more than one sub in a room, then you can start to like smooth that out. Like there's if I hit, hold on, I'm gonna do something stupid here. I'm gonna go way up here into the positives, and I think if I hit there it is. This is what movie theaters are supposed to look like. This is called the X curve, and so this little target right here in the middle, like that little curve, is exactly what your left, right, center, surround, and speakers are supposed to hit. That curve right there, and your LFE is supposed to hit right here at this red line. And notice that.
So they basically need to be flat.
Well, just right here, right? Just uh, the sub wants to be flat, right? But your surrounds and your left, right, and center are these guys right here, and they're like they drop off around 31.5. They don't want, or 50 hertz. They don't want you to hear anything below that, or at least just a 6 dB drop off. But the other thing is, instead of flat like everybody thinks, this right here at 2 kilohertz starts to drop way off up to 10K, and then from 10K to 20K or 16K, it drops off even more. So
Right. It has to roll off. It has to.
well, yeah, because man, you just start gritting your teeth if this is flat up here, and so
Oh man, you really do. When you can't hear the dialogue, it's just like, oh my god, it kills me. It kills me.
So if I zoom way out, and somehow I'm able to grab, let's see, their thing, and like move it way up here, like so, you'll see that it's probably gonna grit your teeth. If you look at mine's probably not that great, and I move it way up here. you'll see that, yeah, I mean, mine's closer, but evidently I like gritting my teeth a little bit. Um, but see, my LFE is, it bumps up there. I've got a problem with 100 hertz in my room, obviously, and then I've got 50 hertz is half of 100. That's probably another problem with my room. It sucks it out, adds it together and then sucks it out, I'm guessing. And then I have pretty flat down here.
Yeah, it's pretty close. So, do you think you have a hot room?
I
What's
mean,
going on there?
it's just acoustics. My room is sort of the shape of a square, which is not a good thing. Um, and if you have two sides that are exactly the same, it's just going to resonate at
Yeah,
a certain frequency, which right now that's 100 hertz, right? That's where that frequency is going to resonate from my room, and then also particularly where this microphone is in the room, this listening position at 50 hertz, it's an antinode, right? It sucks it out. It doesn't exist. It's making pink noise right there, but when it bounces against the wall, the bounce comes back and is exact opposite of, and so there it goes. That's the
okay,
problem.
so I guess the experience is here. If we ever get a chance to build our own houses, let's build them oblong, right?
Well, so
Um,
there is actually a magic uh, dimensions, right? Because there's kind of a magical. If you're going to make a sound room that you're going to listen to speakers in or something like that, there's some magical dimensions that actually help you start in a good place. Making a room completely dead actually kind of sucks, but kind of deadening some of the stuff helps a lot. So, really, if you want to experience a theater, then, build a theater, a movie theater. Like, but most people don't want to waste that much space in their house.
you
So,
know what though, and how? I mean, I have such great memories of growing up with seeing Star Wars in 1979. It's like, oh my God, this was amazing. But I understand. And weirdly enough, my surround sound, when John came in last time, because Mother Death, before they had their baby, he was like, this place sounds amazing. But I was using simulated surround.
oh no, yeah, that's the kind of stuff that is a little freaky because I'm not exactly sure what they're doing, but I know that they're throwing some stuff out of phase to simulate it. But
They absolutely are.
but
They're reversing phase at
if
some point.
if you if it sounds good to you and you think it's okay, then that's probably fine. But it's a lot cooler once you got it tuned in. Oh, and here's the other thing. I don't these little these curves that they want you to follow. Sorry, let me get rid of that. This little X target curve, left, right, and center actually hug this exactly. But all of your surround speakers are 3 dB lower. So your left surround, your right surround, they'll be this exact curve, but they'll just be 3 dB lower. Now the spec, I think it's the SMPTE recommended practice 200 and 201. That little spec says as many surround speakers as you have, because they're talking about theaters, they all need to be 3 dB low. And that to me is just kind of I may be reading it wrong, but it's a terrible idea because if you got 50 speakers on the side and they're all just 3 dB low, then they're all going to add up and you'll never be able to hear the dialogue or anything else because so just kind of making a blanket statement like that kind of seems short-sighted.
No, but when we went from analog to digital, wasn't it 20 dB higher?
So what they did is they gave you a 20 dB of headroom. They said, well, when you go to digital, you've got 20 decibels before you hit clipping,
Okay,
and so
pre-clip.
they're
Okay,
like,
gotcha.
here's your headroom, and 20 dB is the pro level, right? Boom, that's what we're doing. And they set that on like old digital decks, the DV cams and the digibetas and the HD cams, and
God, I
everybody
missed
sort
it.
right. But then there was mini DV that said, no, we're doing minus 12. that's our digital full scale.
They dumped it. Yeah, we were doing DV25, DV15, or yeah, that was crazy, man.
Those were the days back when standard def turned digital for a second. So
Oh
anyway,
my God.
yeah, this is. I just wanted to show you this stuff and see what you think. Now we have a Sony receiver too, but anything can amplify something. It's pretty cool, but I was really more interested in the speakers.
All you gotta do is turn it up, brother.
Yeah, I'm kind of interested. I kind of want to take this over to Chrissy's brother. Bought like a $300 Logitech 5.1 system. I want to measure that and see how good that is, because he was like, oh my gosh.
Right? He freaked out.
Yeah,
Okay, man,
yeah,
you should. You totally should.
yeah. So
You totally should get it over there and then bring it to my house. And I know my place is stinky and smoky and all that good stuff, but yeah, man, bring it over here. Let's paint noise this place. I would love to see what the curve is. I really would.
well, we'll do it. Maybe we'll do another one of these YouTube videos. Oh, I forgot to ask. Do I have your permission to put this on the YouTubes?
Dude, always. You always have my permission.
All right, man. Well, then we'll do it. I'm gonna let you go so that we just don't ramble for no dang reason.
All right, man. All right, be good and enjoy your day off, and be happy.
Okay, you too. Be happy as well.
All right, bye.
Bye.